How did he do that?
This shit good.
Finally, Queso has come back with another reaction. And you in for it today, because the one and only Queso Omega came through with a what? A classic reaction today. Now I'm reacting to, drum roll please, Rap God by Eminem. This song defined an era. This song spawned, I would say, 95% of the YouTube rappers we see today. I am going back to, because yeah, of course I heard it when it came out, and I remember that like every white kid at my school knew how to say the entire verses, and they used to get Gilly at the lunch table. Hey, do that rap, God. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going back at it now with some time. It's been a little while since I've heard it. With some time, and I want to see, does it hold up now as well as it did back then? Is it still that song that was arguably, a lot of people were saying this is Eminem's best rapping ever? Is it still that? Or was it just a lot of fast rapping mumbo jumbo? So before I break it down, hit that thumbs up button if you're new to the channel. Hey, how are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, because if you don't subscribe, your granny is a dirty little... All right, we popping off. Instantly, I remember when I seen this video for the first time, that Beastie Boys, that Beastie Boys look from M was killing it. The Blues Brothers look from M was just, I was like, oh, that's so dope. And the makeup and maybe some of the camera effects that had him like in the age reduction was on 10. M looks like he's about 19 years old.
I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. All my people from the front to the back now.
Yo, I remember, so M had just dyed his hair back blonde, and the world was like, what? Eminem is blonde again? It was so dope, like, for the culture, just seeing him going back to this. He was healthy, you know what I'm saying? He had gotten off the drugs. This was so lit, and instantly in watching this, you remember how animated Eminem is. Like you see him, obviously he got 8 Mile, but it's like you could see this dude in movies. Like, he really knows how to animate his face and have all these great reaction faces. He hits you with a... You know what I'm saying? Look, that is one of my favorite bars. So you know the expression, you can't box with a god. He said, now who thinks their arms are long enough to slap box?
Computer must be in my jeans. I got a laptop in my back pocket. I got a fat knock from that fat profit. Made a living in a killing office. Ever since Bill Clinton was still in office.
People elbow. He made a living and a killing off of it. Another super dope bar that's in there was, to rap like a robot, it must be in my jeans. I got a laptop in my back pocket. Oh, hey, we in for it, folks. Yo, I never get tired of a good Monica Lewinsky joke or bar. I ain't gonna hold you. I was born in 97. I wasn't, wait, was I even alive? Or definitely wasn't cognizant or conscious of what was going on in my surroundings when Monica Lewinsky was in the Oval Office giving Bill Clinton a little bit of that. But it's still hilarious. Like, it's one of the moments in life you wish you would have lived through. Like, I wish I would have lived through Larry Bird and Magic Johnson hooping. I wish I would have lived through, been conscious for Jordan. I wish I would have been conscious for like 36 Chambers coming out. I wish I would have been conscious for like Pac being alive and stuff like that. I put that up there. I wish I got to see the president get a little top. I ain't gonna hold you. Whoa, he'll break the table over. I ain't even finna say it. Demonetize me. I ain't going YouTube. You ain't gonna catch Young Queso slipping. No. This is already a bop. You know, I used to say that for the end, but when you going crazy like this, peep this. Because sometimes I want to react to other, you know, YouTubers that rap. And as somebody who raps, this is game for you. Rapping is about the experience. Like, rapping is storytelling, rhythm, and poetry. I want to hear your experience. I want to hear you have your own identity. I don't just want to hear how many syllables you can fit into every measure. That isn't good rapping. Like, just because you can, like, we can all roll our tongues now. We can all talk really fast and I can do this and then, but it doesn't mean anything. Eminem, what he's doing right now is rapping very fast, but still has substance. There's still something going on here. He's clowning dudes who just do this ribbity rap nonsense. Y'all gotta pay attention. If you want to take notes from somebody, if you want to be like somebody, if you want to take somebody's style, learn from them. Don't just steal what's oh, he was doing it really fast. Maybe I should do it really fast and then I'll be good. No, bro. Give us your experience. Let me feel you. That's what rapping is about. Let me feel you. Pause.
Me, I'm a product of Rakim, Shabazz, Tupac.
He a product of Rakim, Tupac, Shabazz, and Tupac. This right here is serious, nigga. This is serious. Now, I've been trying to stop saying nigga. I really have my niggas, but nigga, this nigga is not.
Hard enough to take quote up and be in a position to meet Run DMC, induct him into the motherfucking Rockin' Roll Hall of Fame. Even
listen to what he said. He wanted to be in the position to meet Run DMC and induct them into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Now, I don't know if M was the person who inducted Run DMC. I don't think he was. Not 100% positive. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. But this is why this is so dope, bro. This man, this is gonna be a lot of me saying how much I have a disdain for a lot of rappers who just don't do that. No, that's disgusting. Sorry. It was nasty. I'm sorry. But my nigga, he's saying like, bro, I wanted to rap, so that's why I dropped F-bomb. I wanted to rap so good to open up the doors to make myself a platform to where I could interact with the people that I look to as gods, as idols. And he is now, as the song being Rap God, he's now saying, I am now that. I am an idol. And that is completely true when it comes to talking about Eminem. He is a GOAT. He is a god amongst people. When you speak about Eminem, there is a certain level of respect you must put on his name simply because of his rapping abilities. Like, love him or hate him. Love him or hate him. I come from a world where dudes I kick with, we can listen to something like Gucci, we can listen to Uzi, we can listen to Moneybagg, Baby. But you can ask any of those dudes who might not be as much of a hip-hop head as I am, they'll be like, well, yeah, I might not. I don't personally listen to Eminem, but I get it. He's good. They might not say he's not the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? But I get it. He's up there. He's top tier. You'll be hard pressed to find somebody who has a top 5 in rap that doesn't have Eminem in there. Just point blank, period. I just like how much he dropping the F-bomb, bro. I just like it, man. He cutthroat.
Hey, looking boy, so gay I can barely say it with a straight face, looking boy.
Hold on.
It's in a massacre like you're watching a church gathering take place, looking boy.
Look how he switched the flow, looking boy. That's just like massive, looking boy. And that comes from roasting culture. If you don't know what that is, what he was doing right there, it's like, with your busted shoes looking nice, or you might looking boy, face ass, those kind of things. That comes from the joking culture. Eminem showing you I'm still hip to the game. You know, this is 3, 4, 5 years ago. Man, time goes by fast. It might be more than 5 years ago now I think about it. I think it came out when I was in middle school, but it did come out in middle school. I think I made a whole first part of my video talking about how this came out in middle school. Don't judge me. But this man is still very submersed into our culture because things like that is a part of the culture. You are not going to be around niggas for 3 days straight and somebody doesn't get roasted. It's just going to happen. So you are going to hear some hairline jokes. You're going to hear some fat jokes. It's a part of our culture. So when M does it, it shows you like, man, he's still a man of the people. You know what I mean?
Hey, looking boy, what you say, looking boy? I get a hell yeah from Dre, looking boy. I'm a work for everything I had, never asked nobody for shit, get out my face, looking boy.
Ooh, I'm a work for everything that I had, never ask anybody for shit. Get out my face, looking boy. Oh, look how he done flipped it. He done put it back into the multi-syllable bag. He done took it from the just gay looking boy. He went into that. I get everything. I'm the type to go up to Dre, little boy, like drop a bomb on them flex. Ooh, you're never gonna be able to keep up with the same pace, looking boy. He's saying like people were saying, ain't no way your new shit gonna be as hot as your old shit. We heard Music to be Murdered by. That is one of M's best projects. Best projects. Like, easily the best project he's dropped since, like, early aughts. Like, Encore, Marshall Mathers LP, Slim Shady LP, all those kind of things. Yeah, that might get the nod, but nostalgia's a thing when it comes to those two. Like, you got to think about what you were doing at the time. That was probably so dope to you because he was new. This was when, like, I remember in my elementary school, like 2 years before me, they put a ban on Eminem. So if you had a CD player, and some of my subs is, you know, I'm 22, you know what I'm saying? So my sub about 14, I don't know about the CD player where you got, no, it ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Dude start skipping on your favorite part of the hook. He be talking about, give me the money. They were banning those, so dudes was putting different names on the CDs. I miss that era of CDs. That is, was young, I'm old enough to experience that. That was one of the dopest things. Like, my favorite time in hip-hop of all time was the Dat Piff, LimeWire era. Not LimeWire, Live Mixtape era. When it was just hidden. It was just hidden. That's like, I'm Not a Human Being and I'm Not a Human Being 2 time period. Between those two albums are just my two favorite. But you had like, what's Ross's album with Us on it? His mixtape. You had Wale's mixtape with Ambition on it. You had Big Sean going nuts. You had Cabin Fever coming out at the time. It's my favorite time in hip-hop. I love when we get homages to times in hip-hop because as a fan of hip-hop, as being hip-hop, living this culture, we've lived through so many different eras. And there will be a time, hate it or love it, where people will look back at the era of Trippie Redd, Tekashi, Lil Pump, Lil Xan, Juice WRLD, XXXTentacion, and they will have those nostalgic feelings that we have about an M, about a 50, about a Game. You know, I know this sounds like blasphemy, but you have to remember how powerful this thing called nostalgia is. If you look back at a lot of old movies, they're trash. They do not hold up against the worst movie that comes out now, but because of nostalgia, Demolition Man still is a good movie, if that makes any sense to you. Diatribe, that was a long one. Back to the music.
Dale Earnhardt of the Trailer Park, the white trash god.
Dale Earnhardt of the Trailer Park, call me white trash god. That's hot, nah.
General Zod is playing as Krypton. No, Asgard.
General Zod on Krypton, no Asgard. Come on, bro. Y'all you was not ready for that Superman reference right there. Y'all was not ready for this.
Reloading immediately with his bombs on token, and that should not be woken.
Look how he switches up flows though. I'm omnipotent. The bars reloading. Like, look, this is a slower one, but he is hitting. These bars are not missing right here.
Enough rhyme stuff. Maybe try to help get some people.
Oh! Oh! Yeah.
Was king of the underground, but I still rap like I'm on my Pharaoh Munch grind. So
this is so hot. I know at one time I was the king of the underground, but I still rap like I'm the Pharaoh of... Oh no! This is hot!
When you come by, up here with the skin color of mine, you get too big and here it comes trying. you like that one line I said.
Ooh, when you combine a pair with a pair of the skin color of mine, it gets too big. Eminem is saying, now, just nigga with do right doing reaction. Just hear me out. Eminem is saying, yeah, some of my success might have been because of my skin color. That is dope for M to say, honestly. Because sort of the elephant in the room, we always do wonder if a rapper, because there is rappers, and I know Eminem fans, I'm a humongous Eminem fan, I do call him the GOAT, but there is some rappers I think that fundamentally do rap better than Eminem that aren't black, that would never get the critical acclaim that they do. Eminem doesn't put himself in his own top 5, so if we were to go off of Eminem's top 5 rappers of people he thinks is better than him, we wonder if his skin color had anything to do with it. I do to a certain extent do think that yes, Eminem's skin color was sort of the initial appeal. Yes, it was a white boy that could rap, but then the talent became so undeniable that it was like, it became an asterisk on him that he was like, that we as people who understand it and enjoy it were like, I mean, it ain't really got nothing to do with his skin color. Yeah, it was the first time I seen it, it was like, white nigga going, what the hell? You talking about killing his mom? But he's made so much good music and his rapping ability kept us. So while that might have been a factor that brought us in, him himself is what kept us, and that is undeniable. I really like how M is approaching this song. Ooh, he said can he get away with his wild lyrics now that he's not as big as he used to be.
You're stuck in a time war from 2004. Run from the future just to come and shoot you like when Fabulous made Ray J mad. Is that?
Evan's killing it. He said he got a ray gun from the future, like what Ray J did when he made Fabulous mad. Who remembers when Ray J was telling Fabulous he'll pull up with the Booney Goons and take them cakes? Who remembers Fab trying to take them cakes? Bro, I hate the Lord Jamar's of the world. I just seen he had a new Vlad interview talking about, yeah, he should have just did what you did, said Vlad, and said I was right. And yeah, he is a guest in hip-hop. Bro, no, he's not. We can't just use his skin color to just say, if you're white, you automatically can't be hip-hop. That's not true. You can be. Hip-hop is such a big genre. That's not what our culture represents. Our culture came from music from people that you might not necessarily listen to at the time, but we took it and we could relate to it. Some of the things that us as hip-hop heads understand, we are very good at understanding nuance, and that's why y'all could enjoy a reaction or something like that, because you could understand, okay, at one moment I might say something that offends you or something, but you put it into context because you are a hip-hop fan. We understood, okay, Eminem is talking some wild, kill everybody stuff, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's literally saying this stuff. Sometimes hip-hop is just wild. We say crazy things in rap. Eminem is doing something I don't think I've ever seen before. I've never seen somebody take a song where there's a concept of I'm going to rap as fast as possible, I'm going to break a world record, and at the same time still being very conscious of the words, the melodies, the flows that are coming out of his mouth. This is raw, dog. Holyfield. Whoa! Whoa! This shit right here. This shit right here. What I gotta do to get this up and let's do something? Oh, but this shit right here. Oh, no. Yo, what? What I gotta do to get this? Bro, what? Bro, who is rapping like this? Who is doing this? What I gotta do to? Oh my God, nah. He's literally levitating into the air and taking his place as the rap god. Round of applause. Shorty, make that ass clap. I make elevating music, stuff that is uplifting, take you to the next level. You make elevator music. That is wrong.
Oh, he's too mainstream. Well, that's what they do when they get jealous, they confuse it.
He's too mainstream now. Underground king, remember? That's what they get too, and that's what they do when they get jealous. They confuse it. Nah, talk to him. He found a way to do it. They call it, because it's pop. They call this ain't hip hop, it's pop, because he found a way to fuse it, to put it all together with rock and make you lose it, like Lose Yourself. Remember, that is a rock and roll sample that leads the entire song. Obviously, it's vocals that lead the song, but lead the entire instrumental beat. This is cold.
I got a murder too. Proof that if you were half as nice as songs, you could sacrifice virgins too. School flunky.
He said, if we were half as nice in your songs, you could sacrifice virgins. Whew, gotta throw it. I'm sweating. It's getting hot in here. Look how you switch the flow up on.
I'm a million leagues above. Ill when I speak in tongues, but it's still tongue and cheek. Fuck you, I'm drunk. Satan, take the fucking wheel. I'm asleep in the front, pumping heavy.
He drives and Jesus take the wheel.
Something I can feel tugging and struggling. Angels fight with devils and here.
In his head, he can feel something struggling and tugging. Angels fighting with devils. He don't know whether he the rap god or he's the actual rap devil. That makes me think I should probably do a rap devil reaction. And then I should probably do a kill shot reaction. Well, now you know what the next couple videos gonna be. My dope.
They're asking me to eliminate some of the women hate, but if you take into consideration the bitter hatred I had, then you may be a little patient and more sympathetic to the situation and understand the description.
They told him to take away a little bit of the women hate. But you don't understand. You really hate these hoes. Come on.
But if I can't bear other women, how the fuck am I supposed to bake them a cake then? No mistake,
He can't pattern these women. How you gonna make him a cake then?
I'm gonna face it. Don't be a retard. Be a king? Think not. Why be a king when you can be a god?
Why be a king when you can be a god? Man, this was a... Let me, hold on. But let's talk about it, my dog. This is a classic.